Be Me, 58M, Venture Capital Managing Partner. Based in Palo Alto, heart of the Silicon Valley. Net worth in the mid-9 figures. Spent the last 30 years funding the future. Disruption is my religion. Optimization is my liturgy. If it doesn't scale, it doesn't matter. If it can't be automated, it's obsolete. My life is a testament to efficiency. Sleep schedule optimized by Oura Ring. Diet formulated by a team of nutritionists based on daily blood panels. House is a glass cube that anticipates my needs before I have them. Raised my son Leo to be the apex predator of the digital age. No toys, only tools. iPad at 2, Python at 4, machine learning concepts by 10. He was my unicorn. Perfect SAT scores, Stanford CS internship at OpenAI, before he could legally drink. The roadmap was flawless. Founder by 23, IPO by 28, changing the world by 30. He was going to build the AGI that rendered human labor a memory. Looked at him and saw the singularity manifest. Fast forward to his graduation day. He's graduating summa cum laude, obviously. I have a term sheet ready for his seed round. Valuation is aggressive, but he's family. We're at dinner at a Michelin star place in San Francisco. Minimalist plating, maximum pretension. I start talking about the burn rate for his startup, asking about his cloud infrastructure strategy. He's staring at his water glass, rotating it slowly, watching the light refract. Thought he was calculating fluid dynamics in his head, proud of his focus. Then he looks up. Dad, I'm not taking the funding. I chuckle, swirl my vintage Cabernet. Negotiating tactic. I respect it. I'll bump the equity pool for the founding team. He shakes his head. No, Dad. I'm not founding a company. I'm not coding anymore. Time stops. The waiter pouring water freezes in my peripheral vision. Excuse me? Did you hit your head? I'm moving to Oregon. Intel has a fab there, but hardware is a low-margin game, Leo. Not for Intel. I bought a workshop. I'm going to be a luthier. I blink. Buffer overflow in my brain. A luthier. You mean you're going to play the lute, build them, and guitars, acoustic instruments, wood, glue, varnish. I put my glass down. You have a degree in computational neuroscience and computer science. You are one of the top 50 minds of your generation. And you want to play with Lincoln Logs? It's tactile, Dad. It's real. Code is just dust. It changes every update. Wood remembers. Wood rots, Leo. Code is eternal. Code is obsolete in 6 months. A Stradivarius lasts centuries. I try to stay calm. Cortisol levels spiking. Watch vibrates to warn me. Fine. A gap year. Burnout is real. Go play carpenter. Get it out of your system. He smiles, but it's a sad smile, the kind you give a senile relative. It's not a phase, Dad. He leaves the next week. Drives a 2004 station wagon he bought off Craigslist. Rejects the Tesla Plaid I offered him. Says he likes to feel the road. Idiocy. 6 months pass. I track his location via his phone until he disables Find My Friends. Paranoid. I focus on the fund. AI is booming. My portfolio is up 400%. I'm interviewed on CNBC, Forbes, Bloomberg, talking about the post-labor economy, how humans will be freed from the drudgery of physical work. Meanwhile, my son is sanding wood in a damp garage. Irony is inefficient, but palpable. I decide to visit. Intervention time. Fly private to Portland. Rent a Lucid Air. Drive out to this town called Hood River. Beautiful, I admit, but inefficiently laid out. Arrive at his address. It's a barn. Literally a barn. Sawdust everywhere. Smells like cedar and hide glue. Leo is there, wearing a canvas apron. He looks bigger. Forearm muscles clearly defined. Callus on his thumb. He's planing a piece of maple. The sound is a rhythmic shh, shh, shh. Primitive. Dad. He puts the plane down, wipes his hands on a rag. Leo. This is quaint. It's a workshop. I see that. Look, I ran the numbers. If you automate the cutting with a CNC machine, you could 10x your output. I don't want to 10x my output. Everyone wants to scale, Leo. That's the nature of growth. I want to make 12 guitars a year. Good ones. 12? That's not a business model, that's a charity case. I sell them for 10 grand a piece. I have a 2-year wait list. 120K gross revenue? Leo, that's a rounding error on my tax return. It's enough. Enough. The word sounds foreign, like a syntax error. Then the door opens. Girl walks in. Messy hair, paint on her jeans, wearing oversized wool sweater, carrying a tray of mugs. You must be the dad, she smiles. Crooked tooth. Zero cosmetic dentistry. I am Richard. And you are? Elara. I run the kiln next door. A potter, of course. She hands me a mug. It's heavy, uneven, glazed a dark blue. Made this batch yesterday, she says proudly. I look at it. It's asymmetrical. It's hand-thrown, wabi-sabi, perfect in its imperfection. I suppress a shudder. Imperfection is just failure. You marketed well. We sit for dinner on a table Leo built. Stew, cooked in a Dutch oven for 6 hours. You know, I say, an Instapot could do this in 20 minutes. Elara laughs. Where's the love in that, Richard? Love is a chemical reaction. Time is a finite resource. They exchange a look. That look, the he doesn't get it look. I try to pivot to intellectual topics. Ask Leo about the impact of quantum computing on cryptography. He shrugs. Doesn't really affect the resonance of Sitka spruce, Dad. You're wasting your potential. You have a Ferrari engine and you're pulling a plow. I'm happy, Dad. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. What have you achieved? Some wooden boxes. Leo puts his spoon down. I made something that didn't exist this morning. And it will still be here when I'm dead. Can you say that about your code? My code runs the global financial system. Your code is a series of patches on legacy systems waiting to crash. Dinner ends awkwardly. I leave early. Hotel room is crisp, modern, sterilized. I check my email. 3 startups I funded just imploded. 1 just became a unicorn. Net positive. Why do I feel annoyed? 2 years pass. Minimal contact. I send Amazon gift cards. They send me a hand-carved spoon. I put the spoon in a drawer with the other useless utensils. Market crashes. Tech bubble bursts. AI hype cycle hits the trough of disillusionment. My net worth takes a hit. Still rich, but the number is smaller. Stress levels rising. Doctor puts me on beta blockers. Tells me to meditate. I download a meditation app. Pay for the premium subscription. Optimize my breathing. It doesn't work. Get an email from Leo. Subject, wedding. No PDF attachment. No calendar invite. Just text. We're getting married in September. In the orchard. Hope you can come. I assume I'm paying for it. Reply asking for the budget breakdown and vendor list. Reply comes back. No budget. Neighbors are bringing food. We're making the wine. Just show up. A potluck wedding. My son, the Stanford genius, is having a hobo wedding. I have to go. Optics. Drive up again. It's autumn. The valley is gold and red. I arrive at the venue. It's literally an orchard behind their house. Wooden benches, string lights, no DJ, just a guy playing a cello. A cello Leo built. People start arriving. Not my crowd. No suits. Flannel, linen, wool, beards. Hands that look like they actually do things. They look me in the eye when they shake hands. Grip is firm. Skin is rough. Richard, right? Leo talks about you. Oh, what does he say? That you're very efficient? Feels like an insult. Ceremony begins. Elara walks down the grassy aisle, barefoot, wearing a dress that looks like it was crocheted by a grandmother. Flowers in her hair, no diamonds. Leo looks at her like he's compiling a new kernel. Total focus. Vows are handwritten. No references to obedience or leadership. References to growing together. Roots, timber, firing in the kiln. Metaphors of creation and endurance. I check my watch. No service out here. Can't check the Nikkei index. Feeling twitchy. Reception is a long table under the trees. Food is served family style. Roasted vegetables, whole pig on a spit. Wine is in unmarked bottles. I pour a glass. It's complex, earthy. 2019 vintage, Leo says, sitting next to me. We crushed the grapes ourselves. Hygiene standards? I ask. Yeast doesn't care about OSHA, Dad. He looks happy. Genuinely, disturbingly happy. You know, I say, I could set up a trust for your future children. Tax advantaged. We're good, Dad. Compound interest, Leo. Don't be stupid. We have enough. There's that word again. Enough. The enemy of progress. How can you have enough? Inflation, medical costs, entropy. You need a buffer. We have a community. If my roof leaks, John comes over. If John's tractor breaks, I fix it. That's our insurance. Barter system? That's medieval. It's resilient. Your system relies on the grid, the Fed, and internet protocols. Mine relies on my neighbor liking me. Social capital is illiquid, but it's real. I drink more wine, get drunk. Unoptimized. Wake up with a hangover. Haven't had a hangover in a decade. Leave without saying goodbye. Just leave a check on the kitchen table. $50,000 to buy some real furniture. 3 years later, I'm 63, pushed out of my own firm. Managing partner emeritus means, old man, get out of the way. Younger partners are ruthless. Algorithms are picking startups now. Data-driven investing. No need for gut instinct. I've been automated, spending my days in my glass house, talking to the AI butler. Lights to 40%. Playing classical playlist. Silence is loud. Get a call, Leo. Hey, Dad. It's a boy, grandson, a legacy. I'll send the jet. Bring him to the city. I have specialists at UCSF who can do a full genetic workup, optimize his microbiome early. Silence on the line. Dad. No. What? You want him to be average. I want him to be a kid. His name is Silas. Silas. Sounds like a biblical farmer. Exactly. Come meet him. Or don't. Click. I sit there, looking at my reflection in the dark window. I look tired. Skin looks gray despite the treatments. I go. Drive up the coast. Rain is pouring. My sophisticated autonomous driving system disengages because of sensor occlusion. Have to actually drive. Terrifying. Arrive at the house. It's expanded. A new wing, timber-framed. Smoke curling from the chimney. Warm light spilling onto the wet gravel. Knock on the door. Elara opens it. Baby on her hip. She looks tired but strong. Richard. Come in. Wipe your feet. I enter. Chaos. Toys everywhere. Wooden toys. Not a screen in sight. Fire crackling. Leo is in the corner, tuning a guitar. He stands up, hugs me. He smells like wood smoke and milk. Meet Silas. Hands me the bundle. Baby looks at me. Eyes like dark marbles. Grabs my finger. Grip is surprisingly strong. He has good motor control, I observe. He's a baby, Dad. He's just grabbing. I sit in a rocking chair. It's incredibly comfortable. Herman Miller? I ask. Made it myself, Leo says. Steam-bent walnut. I rock back and forth. The motion is soothing. Mechanical. Analog. How's business? I ask, out of habit. Good. Backlogged 3 years. Hired an apprentice. Scaling? I raise an eyebrow. Mentoring. Passing it on. What about the revenue? We eat well. We sleep well. House is paid off. Paid off. No leverage. Inefficient use of capital, but secure. Don't you miss it? I ask. The speed? The intellect? Being the smartest guy in the room. Leo sits on the rug, picks up a block of wood, starts whittling casually. I use my brain every day, Dad, figuring out grain direction, acoustic physics, tension. It's a different kind of smart. It's quieter, but you're not changing the world. I'm making music possible. That changes someone's world. He looks at Silas in my arms, and I'm raising him, myself. Not a nanny, not a tablet. Sting. I provided for you, Leo. You never wanted for anything. I wanted you, Dad. I got your wallet. Silence. Only the sound of the fire and the rain. I thought I was optimizing your path. You were optimizing me out of existence, trying to make me a machine. I look down at the baby. He's asleep, breathing rhythmically. No sensors, no data feed, just life. I stay for Christmas. First time in years I haven't spent Christmas in St. Bart's or Aspen. It's loud, messier than I like. wrapping paper everywhere. LR's family comes over, loud, boisterous people. They drink beer and laugh at stupid jokes. They ask me what I do. I allocate capital to high-growth technology vectors. They stare. He's a money guy, Leo translates. Oh, like a bank teller? Alara's uncle asks. I almost choke on my artisanal cider. Sure, like a bank teller. Nobody cares about my net worth. Nobody asks about the market. They ask if I want to hold the baby. They ask if I want more pie. Leo gives me a gift. Small box. Heavy. I open it. It's a watch case. Inside is a mechanical watch, but not a Rolex or Patek. The dial is wood. Exquisite. Burl wood grain. The case is brushed steel. I didn't make the movement, Leo says. Sourced a Swiss Ada movement, but I made the case, the dial, and the strap. I turn it over, engraving on the back, Tempus fugit, amor manet, time flies, love remains. It's manual wind, I note. Yeah, you have to wind it every morning. Take 10 seconds. Think about the day. Inefficient, intentional. I put it on. Take off my smartwatch. The smartwatch is buzzing. Time to stand. Email from legal. Heart rate variability low. I put it in my pocket. The wooden watch is silent. Just a faint ticking if I hold it to my ear. Feels warm against my wrist. Thank you, I say. Voice cracks a little. Clear my throat. The craftsmanship is adequate. Leo grins. High praise from the optimizer. Next morning. I'm up early. Habit. Wander into the workshop. Leo is already there, coffee in hand. Sketching a rosette design for a guitar. Couldn't sleep? He asks. Too quiet here. Ears are ringing. City withdrawals. He pulls up a stool. Sit. I sit. Ever work with wood? I wrote the code for a robotic arm that could carve a statue. Not the same. Here, hands me a piece of sandpaper and a rough guitar neck. Smooth it out. Follow the grain. Don't force it. I look at the wood. I look at my hands. Manicured. Soft. I start sanding. Dust flies. Shh, shh. Harder, Leo says. Put your weight into it. I sand. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Shoulder burns. Am I done? Feel it. Close your eyes. I close my eyes. Run my thumb over the wood. It feels like glass, but warmer. Distinct. Feels smooth. Good. Now do the other side. I spend 2 hours sanding a piece of wood. Mind goes blank. No thoughts of burn rates, no thoughts of liquidation preferences, just the grain. When I stop, I'm sweating, covered in dust. Coffee? Leo asks. Yes, we drink coffee in silence. You know, I say, looking at the sawdust on my bespoke cashmere sweater. This is a terrible way to make a living. Leo laughs. Terrible. Absolutely. But I touch the wood I just sanded. The user interface is pleasing. Highest resolution in the world, Leo says. I drive back to the city the next day. Enter my smart home. Welcome home, Richard, the voice says. Interior temperature is 72 degrees. Air quality is excellent. I walk into the living room, walls of glass, looking out over the city, millions of lights. Millions of people rushing, optimizing, scaling. I look at the empty space on the wall where a digital art frame displays NFTs. I look at the ultra-modern Italian sofa that hurts my back. I look at my wrist. Wind the wooden watch. Click, click, click. Faint resistance. Mechanical heartbeat. I sit down. Don't turn on the TV. Don't check the terminal. Just listen to the ticking. Realize my house is a server room for a life I'm not living. Realize I have billions of bytes of data and no memories. Realize my son isn't the one who dropped out. I did. I dropped out of humanity to beta test the future, and the future is cold. I look at the phone, open the calendar. Cancel the board meeting for tomorrow. Cancel the biohacking appointment. Google woodworking classes Bay Area. No results found that meet my quality standards. Close the laptop. Pour a glass of whiskey. Stare at the fog rolling in. Swallowing the city. Swallowing the silicon. The watch ticks. Indifferent to the stock market. Indifferent to me. Just counting down the seconds I have left to actually build something. Probably won't do it. Inertia is a powerful force, but for tonight, I leave the smart lights off and sit in the dark, unoptimized, alone, checking the time on a watch made of wood.